final accusations in 5 turns or less. That is my hope for every single one of our games tonight. It's not impossible, definitely. Let's get on with Clue. Let's see. I'm just gonna close my eyes and pick a random map. I don't know what the map was. It's gonna be a surprise to me, so that's great. And yes, I'm back to wearing green again, because green is the most awesome color. But anyway, oh, it's Egypt, is it? Egyptian Adventure or something like that was the title of the map. Dagger Temple Waterfall. Sherlock with a dagger and in the Sphinx. Interesting. Are you using one of those to accuse? Because okay, never mind. Because I know I have the dagger. If it was like 4 X's, that would have been mighty suspicious. Honestly, after taking a 2-week break, I think I'm gonna be lost again. It'll at least take me like a couple of games to get used to things like accusing and marking on my clue sheet. Because, you know, that's just what happens, man. I can't believe it. I'm so like raring to go, and I realized that I kind of forgot how slow-paced Clue is. So I'm like, okay, next, but really we're just staring and waiting for Plum to take his turn. So let me just slow things down a bit, because you know how adrenaline can hit hard. Let's just take things slow. Let's take a look at how Ebony Monkey 094 is doing with the 4 roll. Final accusations in 5 turns or less. That is my hope for every single one of our games tonight. It's not impossible, definitely. It's more like if we don't end it in 5 turns or less, most likely our opponents are gonna win. Most likely. Okay. Waterfall, that's me. Yep. And we are just stuck. So, there goes our dream of final accusation within 5 turns, I suppose. Because it's the unlucky of unluckies. We went last for the whole game, because the game started with Peacock, so we're like number 6, and then we missed our turn. Who knows, maybe we can still get it in 5 turns. But having missed a single turn is quite crucial, I think. So Peacock is in the airstrip. Oh, accusing me? How could you? Green with the Ankh in the airstrip. Interesting set of non-overlapping triples. To the waterfall. Who did I show waterfall to? I think it was Sherlock. I'm gonna start to mentally keep track of my own clues, like the ones that I own, and figure out exactly who knows what. But of course, being a mental keeping track and not a physical writing down of it, I think I'm gonna start to forget. But so far, Sherlock knows that we own the waterfall, and that's pretty easy to remember because he's the last position before us. They're giving out quite a bit of public information right now. Non-overlapping pairs for the 1s and 2s on Scarlet, and then non-overlapping triplets on the Plum. Now an overlapping triplet. Oh yeah, rewatching my Temensi VODs was like, it kind of showed me how silly I was in some of it. Like basically, there were things that were staring me right in my face and then I just didn't get it, especially in the earlier levels. And then there were things that were so blatant mistakes. But you know, from a third person perspective, from an external perspective, it's easier to see such things sometimes than if you're really playing the game. So that's my excuse right there. Okay, you're in a different place. You're in a tomb. Peek out with the coal patch, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Nice little bit of public information. Not too much information, but 3 is better than none. Please give me a better roll than a 3. Okay, it's not bad. We can go to the Sphinx, we can go to the Oasis. I think no one's been there before, no one's been in the tent before. Let's go to the tent and then maybe later on we can go to the boat. Okay, so this is our first accusation of the night. Let's go with Scarlet. And let's go with the Scepter. Okay, very interesting. That's the Scepter. But of course, I realized that I am very far behind these fellas because I lost a turn. And also because I'm going last. So we're gonna need to play some catch up. Okay, we're gonna need to play some catch up today. For this game at least. Oh, more people accusing the waterfall. Green again, okay. With the Ankh again. Interesting, okay. I feel like she's been there before, hasn't she? This is green, Sherlock, Ankh, I think it was Dagger, and then Sphinx Airstrip. So now she's accusing green of the Ankh in the waterfall. That's very weird. Green with the Ankh in the boat, okay. We already know it's green with the Ankh, so not gonna worry about the boat there. Azure with the pistol. Oh, that is so weird. Let me think. Are we able to actually say something like whatever Scarlet holds has to be numbered? That means those that don't have a numbering are impossible for her. Because she could hold pickaxe, Sherlock. Yeah, I think if you look from the perspective of, okay, let me just see first. Plum again, Scepter, and boats. Okay, so Plum and boats. That's what that was. Okay, and Scepter is not 1, so the 1 is over there. Wow, that's a lot of information actually. That's not a 4, which means that either of the 4s. This is not a 1, okay. This is not a 1, okay. But yeah, I was gonna say that for Scarlet, I think if you look at it, oh my gosh, you know what? Oh, now you know both my location cards, Temple and Waterfall. Okay, Sherlock knows 2 locations. But I was thinking for Scarlet, right? If you look at it, if you ignore the 2s and you look at it in terms of overlapping or non-overlapping pairs, we have a non-overlapping, we have a pair of 1s, we have a non-overlapping pair of 4s, and we have a non-overlapping pair of 5s. So if I just park myself back in the tent again, oh, this is no good. Fine, let's go back to the tent. Let's go with Azure with the pickaxe. No, go with Azure and the pistol maybe. Okay. That's the pistol. Okay, that's fine. We need to play some catch up right here. But, okay, that 5 tells me that it's 5 over there. We can just solve it like that without going into too much of the details of what I was mentioning, I suppose. Sherlock with the pickaxe and a Sphinx. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna land there, definitely. Because we have Sherlock or pickaxe. Sherlock or Sphinx already. But yeah, if we look down Scarlet's column, we have Azure, That's 1. And then we have a pair of 1s for Sherlock Sphinx. We have a pair of 1s for Peacock Pickaxe. So everything else should be X's. Like all the non-numbered pairs, which is what I was getting at just now, but then basically I got too distracted to try to logic that out. Now that I'm not distracted, let's mark all of these. Not a 2, not a 2, so the 2 is here. Who are you again? Your plum. So green dagger airstrip. So that's either green or airstrip. Okay. Interesting. This should be our... well, our third turn because we missed 1 turn. Oh, that's a sad plum. But this should be turn 4 for everyone else. And I mean, the whole rationale behind the 5 turns thing is that usually 2 games end at around turn 5. If people are asking the right questions and are competent enough. Competent enough, i.e. they're actually marking their clue sheets and whatnot. The game should end around turn 5. Okay, Kopesh Tents. Interesting. Because that's a non-overlapping pair and we already have a tick. Everything else is X's, which is very convenient for us. Now Sherlock already knows 2 of our locations, which is kind of dangerous. Kind of dangerous because, and he definitely knows Tomb because he has Tomb. Plum, pistol, oh it's pistol, huh? Nothing much we can do there. We're having quite a full clue sheet, but definitely we can't end this at turn 4. And it's not really my place to delay it. Well, I suppose I can delay it by not going to the Oasis, maybe. Because if I'm in the Oasis and I review too much, like all the X's, then it might be a problem. Or it might not. I think let's go with green. But there isn't much that we can do. Let's go with plum with the Kopesh. Yep, I was hoping that happens. Because if you're revealing plum, I'm okay with that. You're revealing Oasis, that's even better. Okay, we don't have enough information yet though. But then we definitely know the last card that Peacock has is either plum or boat. We have 2 weapons remaining. We have like 5 suspects remaining, sadly. And all this happened because like we're going last and then we lost a turn. So S0 is there. We haven't revealed the dagger to anyone yet, which is a good thing. But we have revealed like both the temple and the waterfall to at least Sherlock. The good thing is that our clue sheet is pretty much filled with X's. The bad thing is that this is already turn 5. And we only have 3 ticks. Because we lost 1 turn and then we're going last. Sherlock dagger. He's gonna come to the dagger. Nope, he's gonna go hit Sherlock Sphinx. I see. Not useful for us because we already know that pairing. Going to the airstrip. I don't think Plum is gonna win this one. Unless he gets like super lucky. I don't even know if I'm gonna win this one. Plum into Kopesh. In the airstrip, okay. Interesting. That's gonna be... yeah, that's gonna eliminate a lot of it. So 1s are not there, so that's a 1. 2s are not there, so that's a 2. Did he get it? No, he did not, but he just revealed like a ton of information that everyone else can follow up on. So that's where everything comes into jeopardy. Because now we have a lot of information. It's not the... also the weapon is the Kopesh. Or Kopesh is the weapon. Not the dagger. Do you know then? Either Plum or Sherlock? Ooh, so close. Sphinx, airstrip or market. We can actually win this one. I hope. Or at least we can get like a 50-50 shot, which is as good as we can get. Because we know definitely the weapon. Now it's the question of, oh, there you go, the dagger. It's a question of the 1 in 2 chance of the suspect. And the 1 in... Oh, we know the airstrip. Okay, never mind. So we just need the suspect then. What's so difficult about this one? And we are in the airstrip anyways. We got this. Because if it's not Plum, then it's gotta be the other one, Sherlock, right? I think he has Plum anyways, so it's gotta be Sherlock. There you go. Secured my victory. Final accusation on turn 5, as promised. As promised, Sherlock, Kopesh, and airstrip. And if this is wrong, I don't know what happened. This shouldn't be wrong. Ta-da! First game of the night, first victory. Let's go! Oh, right. I forgot that happens. Why does it always do that when I try to pause? When I try to alt-tab, I'm gonna just do some weird quirky dances. You know, the standard V, how do you do V? V for victory.